Alright, so have you guys heard this story yet with Djimon Honsou? I believe that's how I pronounce his name. I've always struggled with saying this guy's name, but he was the guy from Never Back Down. And the wizard in Shazam. And he was the bad guy in Furious 7. He's one of them. But in case you don't know who it is that I'm talking about, this is him. Now, here's what's being stated, alright? And I read this on Variety.com. So basically, after a 33-year career and 2 Academy Award nominations, including Blood Diamond and In America, and collaborations in a lot of different blockbusters that really hit hard, especially some of the movies that I previously named, he recently did an interview with The Guardian, and in that interview time, he expressed to them that he still feels cheated in regards to his salary. He probably feels cheated in regards to his roles, and I'm paraphrasing when I say this because he didn't say this, but he probably also feels like his net worth is not matching the level of exposure that he has and the level of talent that he puts forward. That's just me saying that, but after reading about the interview, yeah, that's basically what he's saying. Or as he puts it, I'm still struggling to make $1. Now, as of today, he's currently about 57 to 58 years old, and his net worth is roughly anywhere between $8 to $12 million, give or take a couple dollars. You know, he's a family man, he's got the whole situation, wife, kids, the whole work. And I think I feel comfortable in saying this, that he has a resume, his filmography, his resume in that is one to be envied. He's been in a lot more stuff than I could even contemplate. I mean, there are some really good movies behind his name, like Gladiator, Deep Rising, Constantine, Aragon, Never Back Down, Blood Diamond, The Legend of Tarzan, Aquaman, The Furious 7, Guardians of the Galaxy. All of these movies that I just named, for the most part, were all heavy hitters. So it made me kind of raise an eyebrow and go, okay, if all of these movies made hundreds of millions of dollars for the most part, right? When you get into like the Fast and Furious series, you're talking like hundreds of millions to like billions even overall. And then of course Guardians of the Galaxy, it's the same thing. For him to be bordering anywhere between 8 to 12 million dollars in terms of his net worth, it didn't make any sense. And so I had to ask myself, well, what is the one common denominator I'm seeing in all of this? How could anyone have this kind of a resume but only have about, let's just call it $12 million? That doesn't make sense. That means for all of these jobs, you're basically only making a couple 100,000, maybe like 600,000, maybe $1 million here, $1 million there. So I had to ask myself, is there any legitimacy to this actual claim? So let's go over this really quickly. Now, he said that he's gone to studios for meetings and they were wondering, wow, after Amistad, they almost didn't know what to do with this guy. It's almost as if he was there just for the one trick and then that was it. They really didn't know where else to put him. But clearly someone in Hollywood put him somewhere because, I mean, take a look at this for yourself. So he also says that when you hear things like that people really didn't know if he was being true or if he was a true actor or not, you can kind of understand what it is that their opinion is of you, right? So now, you gotta be able to prove yourself in order for you to get paid. And the problem that he was having in Hollywood was, whenever they would come to him with a script and a part, he would always get lowballed. Even saying that he was struggling film after film, and I'm gonna continue, after film, stating that he has yet to meet the film that would actually pay him what he believes that he's worth. To a degree, I can understand what it is that he's saying. I mean, it's only recently that we saw during the Oscars, what's the guy's name? Ki Hugh Kwan? He finally got some recognition, 50 years later? Where he wins Best Supporting Actor for Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you guys don't remember this guy, take a look at this picture. Ring a bell now? If you've ever seen the movie The Goonies or Indiana Jones: The Temple of Doom, this is that actor. This is Data. This is Short Round. He's one of these guys that you would consider to be a forgotten actor. The problem is though, and I hope I'm saying this guy's name correctly, Djimon is not a forgotten actor. He's an actor that continuously has work. He just feels as if he's being lowballed and feels completely underappreciated. So, I have to now bring it back to the same question I asked earlier. Is there any legitimacy to what he's saying? Well, if you just look at his resume on face value, then yes, you would have to conclude that there is legitimacy to what it is that he's saying. However, the one factor that I have to take into consideration is, in all of these movies that he plays some kind of role in, he has rarely, if ever, played the main actor. If I look at these roles, look at the movies that he's portrayed in, just to name some of the bigger ones. Gladiator, he was a side character. Lara Croft, you know he definitely was not the main character in that, or even one of them. Constantine, he was a side character. more of a teacher type. Never Back Down, he was more of a teacher type again, a side character. Guardians of the Galaxy, again, another side character. Furious 7, he wasn't even the main bad guy. The Legend of Tarzan, again the same problem, another side character. King Arthur, another side character. Aquaman, another side character. Captain Marvel, I don't even remember seeing him in Captain Marvel. Black Adam, he played the wizard, but you were on screen for all of what, 5 minutes? A Quiet Place Part 2, need I say more? So I get what he's saying, but my friend, you've fallen into that circle. Right now, he's where Dwayne Johnson was when he was in Be Cool. No one in Hollywood is showing him that they actually trust him to carry a movie on his own, although I think he'd do a very fine job. But even in the movie that technically should have been starring him, Blood Diamond, he wasn't even the main guy. It was Leo. Now, if you ask me, in that movie specifically, he carried the movie. I felt that speech at the end, especially. So, it's kind of that situation in Hollywood. My friend, you still are looking for your shot. He's actually in Hollywood still looking for his big break, which after 33 years is just crazy to think about. Here's what I'm going to suggest. Fire your agent. You definitely need a new agent because whatever roles he's negotiating for you, you're getting stuck as either the mystical teacher or a really cool bad guy. But not the main bad guy, but just a really cool bad guy. I guess you'd call that the henchman? The main henchman? Yeah, you need a new agent. You need to get rid of that agent. You need to terminate him. You need someone that is willing to go to bat for you and give you the opportunity to actually star in one of these films. Because he is a very good actor. I will give him that. I mean, he's a very passionate actor and you could see all the expression on his face. He can carry a role. But, as I said earlier, he still needs a shot. That's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what it is that you think, whether or not you think, no, these are the roles that he was born for. Or do you think that he is being cheated in Hollywood? Do you think he's being paid fairly? Or do you actually think, no, he deserves his own movie? Whatever it is that y'all have on your minds, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you again for the next one. See ya.